Lately, I've been thinking about something a lot. I think I'm finally becoming the man that I said that I wanted to be. Not perfectly and not all at once, but for the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm moving in the right direction. And that means more to me than I can explain. For years, I had this picture in my mind of the man that I wanted to become, right? A man who was present with his family, strong mentally and physically, who was disciplined and peaceful, who was financially capable of anything he wanted to do, and spiritually grounded. Not perfect, just aligned. A man whose life actually matched the values that he had deep inside. And honestly, there were seasons where I felt very, very far away from that vision because knowing who you want to become and actually becoming that person, they're two very different things. Life happens, you know this. Pressure happens, bills happen, setbacks happen, and before you know it, you can spend years of your life just trying to survive, not intentionally building, just reacting. I know that feeling all too well. But recently something changed in me. Not overnight, not because of one big breakthrough, but because of a series of decisions. Decisions to stop ignoring what mattered to me, decisions to stop settling for things in my life that weren't aligned with what I truly wanted, decisions to pursue a different kind of life. And little by little, those decisions, they started changing me. And for a long time, I thought success was only about income, right? Which, how much money you make, right? What title you have, what people actually just think of you. And now I see it differently. Success looks more like being present with my son and having peace in my spirit, owning my time to myself, taking care of my health and growing in my faith, doing meaningful work, something that actually matters to you, and building a future intentionally. That shift, it changed everything. One thing I've learned is that confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself, not making promises, keeping them, standing by your word, doing what you say you're going to do, right? Every time you tell yourself that you're going to do something and you follow through, you build a little bit of trust with yourself. And every time you abandon your word and you go back on your word, you weaken your trust. Lately, I feel like I've been rebuilding it. Even things like health have been on my mind. For years, bodybuilding was a huge part of my life. Even boxing became a big part of my life. I love training. I love pushing myself. I love becoming stronger. And somewhere along the way, survival mode pushed a lot of that to the side. Now I feel like that desire is actually coming back to me. And not because I want to impress anyone, that's never been what it's about, but because I want to become stronger again for myself, for my family, for my future. Spiritually, this season has been changing me too. I've had more space to think. I've had more space to pray, more space to actually just spend time in the Word. And what I'm realizing is that success without alignment doesn't satisfy anyone for very long. You can achieve things externally and still feel disconnected internally, right? I don't want that anymore. I want my life to be built on something deeper, something way deeper. And here's the truth about what I'm becoming. Here's what I'm learning, right? Becoming the man that you want isn't one giant decision. It's hundreds of small decisions along the way. The decision just to show up, the decision to stay disciplined, the decision to tell the truth, the decision to protect your peace through all of that, and the decision to spend time with your family, the decision to keep moving forward when nobody is watching you. That's where transformation actually happens. And honestly, for the first time in a long time, I don't feel like I'm running from something. I feel like I'm building something. That's a very different feeling. And I'm not just trying to escape the stress. I'm trying to create a life that reflects who I truly want to become. I still have a long way to go. Don't get me wrong. There are goals that I haven't reached, habits I'm still building, areas where I still need to grow. But lately, I feel closer to the man I've always wanted to become than I have in years. And that's something I'm incredibly grateful for. And you can't knock that. If you're becoming who you said you wanted to be, even if it's just in small ways each and every day, you should be proud of yourself. You should tell yourself, hey, I'm actually doing it. I'm keeping my word to myself, and that matters more than anything else that's going on in my life. It doesn't matter how much money you're making. It doesn't matter the biggest thing that you can do. It doesn't matter every little thing that you think actually matters on the surface level. It matters what's happening internally. If you've ever felt like you're finally becoming the person that you said that you would be and that you always knew that you would be, comment the word becoming down below. Because sometimes the biggest victory, it isn't when you've arrived or where you've arrived. It's realizing that you're finally headed in the right direction. God rejoices to see the work begin. I appreciate you, man. You have a blessed day. Peace.